Hey, so what we're going to be doing today is turning Minecraft mobs into humans. So what Minecraft mobs would look like if they were humans. I'm going to be drawing 4 different mobs and seeing what they look like as humans. I feel like I've repeated the topic 3 times, but let's go. Okay, so the first one, we're starting with Enderman. So, I mean, you can find Enderman in all 3 dimensions. So you can find them in the overworld, you can find them in Nether, and you can find them in the end, obviously, because it's the Enderman. But I wanted to draw this Enderman in the end, even though the character design does not differ at all, but like in the end of every character design, I'm adding a background that represents the dimension that they're from, or like the place that you would find them, right? So that is why I'm explaining that and specifying it. So for this design, now I was thinking, should I just do Minecraft mobs in real life and not as humans? But like I feel like my stick has always been drawing stuff as human. Like my first video was a character design video where I turned flowers into humans. If you haven't watched that, go watch it, by the way. Shameless plug. But anyways, that's why I decided to go with human. But if you see the game's Enderman design, there's not really much you can decode from that, but I tried my best with all these characters. So first of all, from the character design, what we can see is that the character is a lanky guy. I don't know why I think it's a guy, but this is the only guy that I'm going to be drawing. So wait, no, I lied. This is the first one of the 2 guys I'm going to be drawing, so be grateful about it. But I just feel like he's a creepy looking tall guy, right? So I decided to not do the creepy part and just make them normal looking people. I don't know how to make character designs look creepy, but I tried to make him tall. I looked for a reference, and in the reference the guy was looking really creepy and whatever, but like when I was drawing it, this guy was not looking creepy at all. Like the muscles and all of that, when I was looking at it, I was like, damn, he kind of looks like a hero. And if you really want to get into it, what if Endermen are the heroes and that's why they fight the dragon? Okay, let me not get into my theories. As you guys know, Endermen drop ender pearls. If you guys didn't know, I'm telling you right now, they drop ender pearls. So I had to involve that also in the character design, and like I cannot say that this human has a pearl that he's going to drop. Maybe I could have done that, actually, a pearl necklace. That would be fun. But like I was going for have you guys seen Arcane? If you have, Echo, right? His type of character, even though he's not a wizard or like a mage, he has that sort of character design and outfit which is mixed with scientific stuff. So it's kind of like a mad scientist, but like the outfits are giving mage. So that's where I got the outfit inspo from. And from the same Arcane Echo, I also added the ender pearl. So I feel like it works in the same way. So he has a like strap-on thing and a pearl, kind of like a fanny pack or like side bag that he carries around with him, and maybe there's a button, maybe you pull a lever or something, and then he can teleport wherever he has turned that pearl. You know, the pearl's direction determines where he teleports. So yeah, that's what I thought of. And I mean, I had to make him dark skinned because Endermans are like fully black, and I also really wanted the eye to pop out because it's such a, I feel like it is such an intentional design of the Enderman. Like the whole body is dark, but you can only see the purple eyes piercing through. And throughout this video, I was really struggling about whether I should give them non-natural colored eyes, right? So like bright purple or orange or yellow, these types of colors. So but I was like, maybe he's wearing a contact, let's not be judgy Judy over here, so let's give this guy a break. Maybe he just wants to look a bit more intimidating, because without those purple eyes he would not be looking intimidating at all. Anyways, I don't know what's going on with his fingers, that those don't look humans at all, but that's not here nor there. Is that what the phrase? Anyways, what I think about this character design, I do feel like it does represent what I thought about an Enderman in my head, like a tall guy, dark skinned with piercing bright purple eyes. I do wish I made the eyes a bit more glowier and a bit more piercing. It is piercing, but I could have pushed it, I think. But besides that, I really like this character design and I feel like it's good. So let me know what you guys think about this character design. So now let's move on to Breeze. Is that the name? Wait, from the trial chambers. It's a newer mob in Minecraft, and you find them in trial chambers and then you can kill them and get wind charges and wind rods, I think. Guys, I don't know much about this update and this mob, so I didn't do my research well, but I think that's what happened, so I don't think I'm wrong. So what I wanted to add to this character was the element of breeze, right? The character itself looks like a tornado, and breeze, it's a play on air, right? Air element, whatever. So I was thinking I should make this a girl because first of all, Minecraft does not have a lot of girl characters, and I love drawing like girl characters. That is my comfort zone. So I made it a girl, and for all these other characters, they kind of look primitive, and not even primitive in a way that they don't have technology, but like in the worlds that these other characters that I will be drawing are from, I feel like they are a bit dated. So the clothes that they're wearing, it's a bit more old-timey, the fashion, but for this character I really wanted to lean into avant-garde fashion, or the futuristic fashion where it's like exaggerated stuff and spirals, which, okay, for this character specifically, I did the spirally loopy outfit because it really resembles a tornado in the best way that I could make it work for a normal looking outfit and not just make it look like tornado with a head on it. And also looking at the character, not the character, but like the mob in Minecraft, the colors it has, you wouldn't notice it at first because I always thought the character design had just a lot of grays in it, but if you look at the head of the mob, there are actually quite a lot of purple and different shades of purple, and its eyes are yellowish orange. So I really wanted to keep the original eye color for almost all of these characters, so that is what I did. I kept a similar eye, and also I wanted to make the hair float because it's obviously I'm playing on the windy aspect, so making the hair flow, but also it does look a bit more fancy when when the hair is all up, and I don't know, it just looks fancy. It looks like this character would be from the Capitol in the Hunger Games. That is what I had in my mind when I did the hair. I was like, okay, this character would really fit in the Capitol, like the fashion, the hair, the movie Capitol, though not the book one. Anyways, for the spirally thing, I did try to make it metallic, but also in a way that the lines, they look like tornado winds and spiraling around her. And also for the dress, I did make it plain at first with some sparkles on top like rhinestones, but then later I went in with different color variation and made it these spirally things. I don't know what the true of the cloth would be, but it looked really cool. And I almost forgot about the wind rods that these guys drop, and I was like, where do I even put this? So that's when, this is a really last moment decision. I don't even know if you guys are there in the speed paint, but at the end I decided to add like a chain bracelet thing that goes out into the rod. Okay, it's really confusing if you haven't seen it, but it makes sense, okay, trust me. And I also added the wind charge necklace. I don't know if you guys can see that properly, but like I tried to make it wind chargey, and I don't know if it worked or not. You guys have to let me know, but this character design is one of my top 2, I feel like. And this is also one of the 2 most recent ones that I created, so I feel like recency bias would be there. But anyways, I really like this character design and I feel like it fit the character a lot. I really love the hair, I really love the last minute breeze rods, and I really love the outfit as well. I feel like it does convey that tornado effect that I wanted, but not too overtly, And also I went in and added these textures and these lightning bolts around her. It's just for a bit more interesting background, and I really liked it. So I love character design. And now let's move on to Blaze. So if you guys don't know about blazes are found in Nether. So that is like the hot region of Minecraft. There's lava everywhere, you cannot place water. So I knew I wanted to make this character orange and yellow, so basically all fully warm toned. And I wanted to make this character a fighter, because for the other characters, I feel like the Endermans are, unless you look at them, they don't fight you, right? And for the for the breeze, you have to go looking for them. They're not just everywhere. But if you stumble into Nether and God forbid you're in a fortress, these guys will be fighting you, okay? So I wanted to make her a fighter, and I wanted to make her warm tone. That's what I knew from the beginning. And also I wanted to integrate the blaze rods into the character design, since like a lot of people just fight the blazes just to get the blaze rods, and they are such an important part of completing Minecraft. So I really wanted to involve it in a more significant way than the breeze, because I feel like the wind rods are not that necessary as blaze rods. So I wanted to make it her weapon. I knew that, but I didn't know how I wanted to add it in. But then when I was looking at action pose references, I saw these axes, and at first I wanted to go with like a scythe. I think that's what it's called, that you can swing around. So those types of scythe, I don't know how you pronounce it, but that's what I wanted to go with at first. But then there was no rods in it, so I was like, okay, maybe I should just make it an axe, and why not make it dual axes? I mean, this this is not even an axe. It's like a half pickaxe. I don't even know what weapon this is. I'm sure it's like an actual weapon, but I really wanted to make sure that it is conveyed that the rods are the important part, not the blade. And you can see in the character design there is a compartment for newer blades in her hip, so it is in there. I kind of took inspiration from Attack on Titan and how they have spare blades in their belt, so that's where I got the idea, and I wanted to do that for the blades, but I just wanted to make it known that the blades are disposable but the blaze rods are not disposable. Regarding her character design, like I said, I wanted her to have warm colors all throughout, so I did do a lot of warm colors. Her outfit, the top is made of gold. She only has one piece of armor in her whole body, which is in her leg, and that is also made of gold. Honestly, rendering that was really fun. I was so not ready to do that. I thought it would be more complicated and I'd have to add a lot of colors and stuff that I didn't know about, but like I just went with a similar color and didn't do a whole lot of color variation, and it worked. I think it gets the point across. It looks like gold armor, so I'm really happy with that. I also really like how the fabric of the top and on the right leg from your POV look. That is exactly how I wanted that fabric to look, and that is exactly how it turned out. I was really pleased with that, but I do feel like it is a bit more over rendered compared to the other character designs, but hey, don't hate the players. And I knew I wanted to make her hair fiery, so hair already, whenever you're drawing hair, the shapes of it, the swirls, the loop and all of that, it kind of a similar shape to fire and how you would draw fire. So that is what I wanted to play with, and that's why I made her hair the most fiery out of all her character design and all of the elements of her character. And I knew I wanted to add just a splash of the opposite color, so warm, cold, yellow, blue, right? So I wanted to add something cold to just balance it out and add something new. It was getting a bit too monotonous even for me, so I was like, it needs something cold, so I just added an earring and made it blue and I called it a day. Honestly, I really love how dynamic this pose is. Out of everything, this pose just looks really lived in. I don't know, it looked realistic, I think, even though there might be anatomic issues and things I didn't get right, but I feel like I did a pretty decent job considering my skill set. And also this character, the pose she's doing, the axes, okay, not to compare everything to Hunger Games, but does she not look like Joanna Mason from District 8? I'll insert a picture if you guys haven't seen Hunger Games, but she looks so much like her. When I was done finishing all these drawings, all of them are kind of comparable to a district or like the capital, so I feel like that would be fun to go into at the end of the video. Anyways, this character design, not my favorite one of them all, but I do really like it. This video, all of the character designs are really good, so even if it is in the bottom two, I feel like that's a good thing because none of the characters have turned out bad per se. But with that said, let's move on to our final character design, which is the Creaking. So this mob is also fairly new to the game. It is added in the latest, not the latest, but one of the latest updates. So going into this character, I know that it is found in the pale forest, but I didn't want to make a pale character design. I don't know, I was just not feeling it, even though that's what I should have done. But what I wanted to go with instead was I wanted it to be camouflage. So I wanted this character to be covered in a lot of ways and have a lot of moss and dirt or like greener aspect, not even green in a bright green way, but like in a way that this character can hide under the cover of darkness and camouflage really well, because that's what the point, right? If you look at these mobs in the game, they don't come at you, but once you don't look, they come attack you. So basically like weeping angels. So that's why I wanted this character to look defenseless. And also if you guys can see the expression, he kind of looks sad. That because I wanted to play with the weeping angel name and involve it in some way because it's so heavily inspired by that, I feel. So that's why I did that. Besides that, I really wanted to involve the actual colors as well from the mob. So the bark, color of the bark, which is a darker gray and lighter gray, I involved that on the top of the character, and on the bottom I added the color of the plank, so which is whiter. Honestly, when I was picturing this character, I was thinking something a bit more different, something with more greenery, more foresty, a bit more moss and more I don't know, mushrooms and twigs and branches. But the way this character turned out, I was really proud. And the eye, this is the eye that I wanted to achieve. Okay, the bright orange is so bright and it kind of looks like it's glowing by itself. This is what I wanted the Enderman to have, even though it kind of has that, but I don't know, I just executed it properly in this one. And also my favorite part of this character, hands down, is the lantern. That was I did not plan on having this character carry a lantern, but when I was drawing the pose of this character, I just felt like this character would have a lantern, because if you know about Creaking, the mobs, they only come out at night and in darkness, right? So I just felt like this character would need a lantern. And also the heart of the Creaking in the mob is this bright orange colored thing, so I wanted something bright. I wanted to add something bright in this character design as well. And honestly, how I did the glow of the lantern and it reflecting on the face and on the clothing, I really love how I did that. I've always wanted to do it, but I had never executed it the way I wanted, and I feel like this comes really close to executing it how I wanted. So I am really proud of that part of this character the most. Regarding other smaller aspects of the outfits, I tried to involve a lot of natural elements into the outfit. So if you look at the neck scarf thing, above the scarf there's like cover made of leaves and dried leaves, a bit more fresher leaves, and he has turned them into clothing so he can camouflage even better. I feel like the pants are really bright and would give away his position, but the top is really good at camouflaging as it blends in really well with the darker bark of the trees. The cape with like bits of green in the bottom, making it look worn and kind of dirty. It was just perfection. I don't know. As I was saying, this is the one that I've completed recently. I finished this yesterday, so I might be just a bit too obsessed with it right now, but I really love it. So also I wanted to involve a bit of splashes of orange here and there, because it is a important aspect of the original character design of the mob. So it has orange eyes, it has orange heart, and also orange particles, I think. So I did add splashes of orange in his hair, which is orange. It was a really trust the process with this character, I feel like, because at the beginning when I was just laying down my flat colors, it wasn't looking that promising at all and I was getting anxious, but at the end everything just came all together and it looked really good. I'm just really proud of this character. Okay, so if I had to do a ranking, I think it would be this character at first, and then the Breeze, and then I don't know, the Blaze and Enderman would probably tie, because they are good, but I just don't feel that special about them. So that's my ranking. Tell me what your ranking would be. And also, as I said, let's compare them to district. So I know that there's a coal mining district, which is District 12, right? From Katniss and Peeta. That's where they're from. So I feel like the Creaking would be from the coal mining district. Maybe it would be from District 7 too. I don't know. Okay, I think District 12 is pretty good for right now, because he has lantern, which would be really helpful in mining caves and mining coal, and also mining just Minecraft mining. One of them have to be District 12. So I think that out of all the characters, this character would be the coal mining district, or it could also be the Blaze, honestly, because girl on fire, she is fire. But I don't know, she just gives so much Joanna Mason. I feel like she's going to be from Lumberjack, right? I know that there's a technology district, or is it electricity, where they break the dam, that district. I feel like the Enderman character would be from that district, and the Breeze, like I said, would be from the capital. So that's all the character designs and their district. That was so random, but that is all I have time for this week. Honestly, I don't even have any video ideas for next week, so don't be surprised if you don't see me next week, but I will try my best to think of something. But this video was so much fun to do. I don't think I've ever done a video where almost all of the characters, I love all of them. Like, I like all the character designs. None of them I'm like, ugh, I don't like this at all. I mean, I've done 4 character design videos, counting this one, I think, and in all of them there's one character design that I hate, but thankfully there's no character design that I hate in this one. I mean, there is character designs that I like more than the others, but I don't hate any one of them, you know? Anyways, that's too much ranting. Maybe I'll see you next week and maybe not. Okay, so cherish the time that you have with me. Comment your ranking of the character designs, and I will see you the next time. Bye.